Hello, welcome. This is my fourth update in my Panda palette project, and the palette is the Pat McGrath Mothership 6 Midnight Sun, and this is what it looks like. On my last update, I set two goals: to use each shade at least 30 times before this update, and to create 15 unique eye looks using this beautiful palette. After the month of April, my interest in wearing makeup or even consuming beauty content fell to the wayside. Thinking back, and even now, I don't think there is a particular reason why my interest dwindled. It was just I wasn't feeling like it, and I didn't force it. So I guess, quick update, I did not reach any of those goals, did not meet them, but I will give you update on where I am so far. Actually, perhaps a partial goal met. One shade I did use 30 times. This shade is Extreme Dusk. I'm not surprised because it's in my Focus Beauty basket. Usually reach into this palette and use this shade as my brow powder. I actually forgot I reached the goal till I opened this palette right now. But so reached 30 uses since the last update in this shade here, Extreme Dusk. And then the other shades I did use. I can see some of the wafer tray that's underneath the big shades coming through in Blood Moon 005. I did use Taboo a lot as well, but not, I used it 15 times. And similar to this, I did reach into this palette whenever I need a skin tone shade or a shade like this. Just lay onto my lids before playing with whatever shadow I decide to play with. Skin Show Moon Glow, I used 7 times. I used this shade 7 times. Bronze Eclipse, I used 4 times. Wicked Envy, I used twice, which I'm surprised I used it twice. I would think this would have been one of the shades I was up there in numbers with usage, but I guess not. And then Vermilion Venom, I used 3 times. Blood Moon 005, I used 3 times. Blitz Violet Orchid, I used twice. Astro Solstice, I used 3 times. I think I used this more than 3 times. I think I used the Astro Solstice more than 3 times. Perhaps forgot to mark it, but oh well, I didn't mark it, so it doesn't count, I guess. But I think I used it more than that. It's really hard for me, even though I had this as a visual reminder so I can mark. There were times when I finished my eye look and then I went back to mark the shades, because keeping track of the usage on my shadows is not something I do regularly. And then Jubilee, I used 6 times. And those are the usage of the shades since the last update. I have my booklet here on creating 15 unique eye looks. I was able to create 11 eye looks. So I will include the looks here in this video. think when I reach the goal of 15 unique looks, hopefully by the next update, I will also combine all the looks together so you can see everything as well. I did write the dates that I used the palette and the looks. One of the reasons I also wrote down the shades I use is so I remember the shadow combination so I don't repeat anything. I do find myself sometimes sticking with a color story because I love the look that I created. So to avoid that, I kept track of the shades that I use for each look. I did use the palette 3 times during the month of March. The month of April, I used it 4 times. And then the month of May, I used it only once. May was not a makeup month. I had no interest. It was bare minimum with the makeup usage. I used it twice in June. And then I've only used it once so far. At the time I'm filming this video, I've only used it once in the month of July. I have a feeling I will probably not use or create a look with this palette for the rest of the month, just because of what plans and things I have going on this month and my interest in makeup in general. But this eye look though, this eye look is using a different Mothership. This eye look was inspired by Cara, Beauty and the Frizz. She did a shorts creating a look like this, and I was inspired and I thought, I'm excited about applying makeup. Let's go play. This was subversive, and I have a video coming up of me creating this look. But just so you know, another Mothership inspired by Cara got me excited about applying makeup, so used it. That is it. That is it for this update. What is my goal by the next update? I haven't thought about it. I will still stick with using all the shades at least 30 times. I'll still keep count of them. I hope to meet that goal by the next update. So use all the shade at least 30 times, continue on that goal. Finish creating at least 15 unique looks. I have created 11 so far, so I have 4 unique looks left. And I think hit pan on at least 2 shades. I'm looking at these 2, Bronze Eclipse and Wicked Envy. These 2. Wishful thinking. I hope to hit pan. So continue on my 30 uses for each shade. Finish creating my 15 unique looks and hit pan in at least 2 shades. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're here, if you have not subscribed, I would love for you to consider subscribing. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next video.